Good morning, everyone. Hi, we are back for day 2 of our new rep quick start. So today is all about getting into activity. Today is all about your launch and what that looks like. So yesterday, for day 1, we talked about committing to your business, committing to your mindset, getting your workspace ready, all of those things while you're waiting for your kit to arrive. Those are things that you can be working on. So if you did not get a chance to check out that video yesterday, go ahead, pause this one, take some time to watch that yesterday. Okay, it's pinned in the announcements of our group. But today we are going to fast forward a little bit into what that launch actually looks like. And maybe you are still waiting for your starter kit to arrive. That's totally fine. Maybe you have gotten your kit and you kind of already started doing this. It's totally fine. Just kind of take some bits and pieces from what we're going to talk about today, and you can apply them wherever you're at in your business. And maybe you've been around for a while and you just kind of want to relaunch. Go ahead and relaunch. Use this as your platform to do that. All right. So in Team Uplift, and I will also post it in the comments below, I posted day 2 of our quick start. Today we're in the middle column about the launch. All right. Now this launch is going to look a little different for everybody. All right. And yesterday we touched on the fact that some places, some people are more comfortable doing some in-person things than others, and it's totally fine. You have to know what your comfort level is. You need to adhere by your, state, county regulations, things like that. So I am just going to talk to you a little bit about what that in-person might look like if you do something like that, or down the road even. All right. But mostly we're going to center on an online launch. All right. So first of all, don't be me. Don't be me. I didn't have a launch, you guys. It was probably, if I could go back and do this business all over again, I would have a launch. I didn't do that. I didn't let my friends know that I was really open for business. Like I mentioned yesterday, I kind of threw together a group. My friends were messaging me, wanted to know about it. I funneled them into my VIP group, and then I just started kind of sharing links. I didn't have an event open for myself. I didn't really officially kick off my business. So don't be me. This is your chance, you guys, to let your friends know I am starting something new. I am doing something really exciting. I think you're really going to love it. Come check it out. Come support me in this venture. All right. You kind of have to make that call, and they'll come. All right. So when we talked about yesterday, kind of putting together that teaser post while you're waiting for your kit to arrive, we put together that teaser post, right? And you probably put that on your Facebook group and said, hey, things are coming, exciting things are on their way. And I bet you had some likes. I bet you had some comments. I bet you had some messages from some people who are like, hey, what's going on? I want to know what you're up to. And now we're funneling them into your VIP group. This group is going to serve 2 purposes. Your VIP group is going to serve for your launch party, and then we're going to transition that group. And we're going to talk about that transition tomorrow. But today we're going to focus on funneling those people into your VIP group and really doing that launch, getting that off the ground. So the first thing that I put on here, and really it's one bullet point, but I broke it out into 2, there's a reason why. So first of all, personally invite your friends and family. I'm going to guarantee you that a lot of the people that are engaging in that teaser post are probably your closer circle, right? Maybe your parents, siblings, friends. They're the ones that deserve that personal reach out, that personal message, that personal phone call, that text, whatever you want to do, and just say, oh my gosh, I had to tell you before I let everybody else know, this is what I'm doing. I just signed up as a Zaya rep. I love their gear. I know you like running. I know you like lifting. I know you love chasing your kids. You're going to love this high performing, extremely quality activewear with a more affordable price tag. Okay. So they deserve that personal reach out because they're likely going to be the ones that are going to support you first and foremost in the beginning. So go ahead, personally reach out to those friends and family and invite them into your VIP group. Then you can kind of send out more of like a blanket thing on social media, right? If you have people that are engaging in that teaser post, maybe you don't know them very well, maybe they are acquaintance or friends of friends, then go ahead and kind of take that next level. But you want to make sure that you get all of your biggest supporters in your group right away, all right? Because they're your number one fans, they're your cheerleaders, they're going to be there for you at the very beginning, all right? Now, in-home parties. I would say if you are gonna do like a little get together, maybe a little sip and shop, something like that, go ahead and put together an invitation. I like to use Canva. Canva is a life. I use Canva for all things. Go ahead and put together a little invitation. You can then invite your, local people, your local friends or family in conjunction with your online party. So when you're sending out these messages and just saying, hey, I've got this VIP group going, I'm gonna start my launch next week. I'd love to put you in that group so you can check it out. Then you can also say, and guess what? I'm going to invite just a couple people over, a couple of my select friends and family to check it out in person. I have a couple things like, in my starter kit that I really wanna share. And you can put together like a little Canva invite and send that along. If you do not want to do an in-person thing, that's totally fine. You don't have to. You can wait until, I was about to say, you can wait till this is all done. We don't know. We don't know when this is all going to be done. All right, you can wait. So whatever your comfort level is, and maybe you're doing an open house, and maybe you're only allowing a certain number of people at any given time. You know what I mean? So kind of just play around with that. But I would go ahead, if you're gonna invite people to your house, make a cute little invite on Canva so you can send them over. Okay, now, I also needed to tell you this. If you're doing an in-home little sip and shop, like I mentioned yesterday, don't feel like you have to have a bunch of inventory, all right? You can literally take your starter kit box and lay it out on a table. Pour a couple glasses of wine. Trulies are fun in the summer, green juice, whatever you want to do. All right, lay those out. Let your friends know, oh my gosh, guess what? We don't have to have inventory as reps. How cool is that? I don't have to spend a ton of my money to buy new clothes to get my business going. Just show them what you got in your kit. You're gonna get catalogs in there, so leave some of those out. Put your laptop up, and then you can kind of show the online shop from there, all right? Make it easy. That's the best part. If you make it easy and duplicatable, then your friends will be like, oh, I can host a party. Sarah just hosted this party and it was super easy to do. I can do that, all right? If you have it really elaborate and all the pieces and all the clothes and all the things, that might scare some people away thinking, oh, I could never do that. Or she bought this elaborate tray of food or lots of wine or whatever. I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. Make it easy, make it duplicatable. All right, now I'm gonna go to number 3 on here, which is sharing your why. So we talked a little bit about this yesterday. I hope you took some time to sit, craft your why. Your business deserves that, okay? You need to really be grounded and focused in your reason for signing up for this business. And then I want you to share that why. I want you to share that with your VIP group. I want you to share that. If you have a couple girlfriends coming over to your house to check out your gear, I want you to share your why with them. Be vulnerable, be genuine, be authentic. These are the people who are going to support you, okay? They're here for you. So be open with them, be real. Are you in debt? I was in debt. Let them know like, hey, this is my way of getting our family out of this cycle. Getting into a part where we can pay off our car, where we can pay off our home, where we can save some money, where we can send our kids to college. All right, let them know. If you're a tired ass mom, let them know, hey, I'm exhausted, but I want something for me. My kids get everything else. I want this for me. Let them know, because I guarantee you're gonna have some other tired ass moms in that group, okay? Maybe you just really wanted high performing gear. Maybe you love fitness, you love working out, you love hiking, you love biking. You don't want to mess with your gear. You want to look cute while you're running errands, going to the gym. Let them know, hey, I found this a really great brand that I think you're really going to love. All right? So share your why. Stay grounded in that why. Bottom line is, you guys, this is not about selling. This business is not about selling. This business is about relationship building. So the faster you can make that transition in your head, the easier this business will come to you. If you are only in front of your customers, sell, and you're not giving anything back in return, and I'm not talking about like free stuff, I'm just talking about giving them your engagement, your focus, your attention. If you're not conversing with them on their interests and, seeing what they love and kind of getting that going, then they're just going to feel constantly sold to. All right. So you want to build relationships. You want to take a vested interest in your customers. And when you start building a team, you want to take a vested interest in your team. All right. So go back to your why, share that why with your friends in your launch. It's going to be your message that resonates with people. All right. A couple other things when you are doing your launch: sizing guides. There are some sizing guides in our back office under company files. You're going to want to include those in your VIP group. I pin them to the announcements of every party I do so that people can come back and take a look. In the back office, like I said, we have some of those. There are also some other ones floating around the Zaya Marketing Designs group. Just search sizing guides, and a lot of people create really pretty ones, so you can grab some of those too. But that's really important because, especially as a new rep, you're not going to know how everything fits, and that's okay. Use your upline, use your sponsor, use those bigger groups to search for sizing threads. But while you're kind of getting the hang of it, go ahead and make sure that your customers know about the sizing guides. Also make sure they know about our return policy. So I'm always very clear and upfront about that with my customers. And I want them to know, hey, guess what? I know it's hard to try something new, especially if it's sight unseen, if they've never touched it, felt it, tried it on. But we're alleviating their concern by offering a 30-day return policy on all new, unwashed, unworn gear. New, unwashed, unworn. Okay, make sure they don't throw it in the dryer. I tell my new customers, especially, take it out of the bag, leave the tags on, do some jumping jacks in it, do some squats in it, just don't sweat in it. But ultimately, they want to know, how's it feel when it's on? Move their body a little bit. And if it doesn't work, then we as reps can help with that exchange policy or that exchange process, okay? So I always like to let people know about that up front. And let's see. Oh, I'm just going through my notes here so I don't forget. Oh, Zaya has a $2 restocking fee on returns, all right, per item. So that is something that I also let my customers know if they are a new customer and they're like, oh, this isn't for me. I want to return it, which is fine. They can do that. But I always let them know, hey, I love to start off with an exchange first because I really want you to find something that you love. We have so many great options for you. Let me give you a couple links to a few other things that I think you're really gonna like instead, and start with that. And then if they still wanna return, it's like, okay, that's totally fine. I just need you to know Zaya does a $2 restocking fee if something's returned without an exchange. And it's kind of funny because a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, and they'll find something else instead because they don't want to be out the $2. It is what it is, but always try and help them find another option first, all right? Okay, so we've invited people into your group. You've pinned sizing guides into your group. You're sharing your why in your group. Your starter kit is coming. Maybe it's arrived. Maybe it's at your doorstep. I want you guys to share your starter kit live. I think this is so fun. This is a great way to kick off your launch. If you've already gotten your starter kit and showed everything, that's totally fine. Maybe just kind of show them if you kept your box. It's really cool, you guys, to see what comes in the starter kit. I think it's just fun to do a live unpacking of it because it's packaged so nicely. The box is super cute. Inside, you've got all of your new gear. You have all of your marketing materials. Ashley said, I did that. It was my first live too. Yay, good. It's so fun for them to see your excitement as you're unboxing this too. And then you can always do a second live after you've tried on a couple things. So maybe it's like part 1, part 2, but I think it's neat to let people know, hey, guess what? The UPS just brought my package, here it is. We're gonna open it up live. And I just think it kind of builds that excitement, that first real big engagement in your VIP group to kind of set the precedence for your launch. All right, so now with any party that I do, and you can tie this into your launch too, I always like to start on Wednesdays with my parties, only because that is obviously our new release day. That's a really exciting time to really share with your customers. Guess what? We do this every single week. Every single Wednesday, we launch new pieces. So it's kind of a fun, exciting time. Like, my customers look forward to Wednesdays at 11 every single week. They cannot wait to see what we have. And I like to tie that into my parties, especially if they are unfamiliar with our brand, because ultimately it's like, oh my gosh, we have all of these fresh, fun, seasonal pieces, and you can start building that sense of urgency. I think that was something as a new rep I didn't understand. I didn't understand that we operated like a boutique. So we have things coming in and out of inventory all the time. That's who we are. If that's not your thing, this may not be your thing. If you expect to find your size in absolutely everything online, like if you go into a store and you see your size in everything, you may be disappointed in Zaya. This may not be for you. But guess what? It's so exciting for everybody else, because I love creating that sense of urgency. I like telling my customers on Wednesdays, guess what? These new pieces just came in my shop. They're so good, so amazing, but they may not be around for very long. Even if we're ordering tons more inventory every single month, you guys, but that doesn't mean that certain pieces aren't gonna sell out in that same day. So I like to kind of train my customers right away. If they see something they like, buy it now. So if you're in your launch and you're kicking off on a Wednesday and you really haven't even shared much else except for those new releases, maybe this is a great time for you to say, hey, if you see something today that you love, go ahead and get it. And if you still want to order again during my launch, when I'm sharing other pieces, I'll float you a promo code for free shipping or something like that. You can cover free shipping with Venmo, PayPal. We have gift certificates in the back office. You can also use part of your $100 gift certificate and just give them the code and just say, hey, this is in the amount of $350 on the website when you check out. That way they're not limiting themselves by just ordering one time through your launch, and they're also not limiting themselves on waiting and potentially their item is out of stock by the time they go to order. Does that make sense? So my typical party, what this looks like, and I'll just kind of give you a breakdown of my schedule for my online events. But on Mondays, I like to just make sure that my event is set up for the week. I've already been in contact with my hostess and just let her know, hey, we're gonna, get everybody started funneling in this group on Monday. I usually put some housekeeping tips in there on Mondays, like a welcome, also a little bit about who we are, and a little bit more about our exchange return policy, things like that. Then on Tuesdays, once people are kind of in that group, I get them excited. I get them excited for Wednesday launch and the kickoff of our party. I get them excited because I always do a giveaway. So I don't let them know what that is yet, but I kind of, will let them know, hey, something really cool is going to happen in this group. Then on Wednesdays, that's when I really do the kickoff. So if you kind of want to follow this for your launch, you absolutely can. I love starting on Wednesdays with our staple pieces and our new releases, all right? A lot of people may or may not be used to spending $65 on a pair of leggings, okay? Some of your customers may be used to spending twice that much at another store. Some of yours aren't. I had never bought nice leggings before. And so it was new to me to start buying light and tights that were, between $59 to $65 to $70. I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy. I don't know if my customers will dig this. And then you try them on and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Now I understand. But when you have new customers, when you are doing a party for people who are unfamiliar with our brand, you don't want them to be scared off by that price tag, okay? So I like to start off with staple pieces that are great entry level. Bomber bras, 31 bucks, you guys. A lot of our tanks are between 25 and 35. Amazing options, high quality pieces that will not break their budget. Then I talk about our light and tights because those are what we're known for. Those are a signature 4-way stretch compression. They give everything a home. They're amazing. And yeah, you get what you pay for. They're insanely good. They're the best tummy tuck booty lift you're ever gonna have. So I like to start off with some of those pieces so that I can give them a couple options, that may or may not work with their budget. If it doesn't work with their budget, then that's a great time to ask them to host a party. All right. Then Thursdays, I like to show off kind of the comfy cozies. Some of my favorite joggers, some of my favorite hoodies, tees. I make it seasonal, but that's kind of where I go on Thursdays. And then Fridays, I like to show the versatility of some of our pieces that you could wear out to dinner, to work, on a date night with your girlfriends. So I like to show some, like even this new tee that we just came out with. This would be so cute, you guys, with like some denim jeans, maybe a cute little cardi or sweater. So I like to showcase those on Fridays. And then over the weekend, I do a last call, and that's it. So if you want to kind of structure your launch like that, don't spread it out too long because people lose interest. So go ahead and kind of tighten up that time frame. Make sure they know there's a deadline for ordering. And that brings me to my next point, is a giveaway. All right, we're almost done. If you want to do a giveaway for your launch, you absolutely can. You do not have to, but I think it's kind of fun to incentivize your people to order a lot of times for the first time by just saying, guess what? I'm gonna give a $10 promo code to the next 3 people, or the first 3 people who order through my launch. I am going to give away a free tank. Anybody who orders through my launch is gonna be entered to win. I gave away yoga mats, my last couple ones, and people love those. They went goo-goo for those. So you can kind of make a timeline on it, work it with your budget. It's totally fine, whatever you want to do. But I think any sort of giveaway is fun. But also as a new rep, your goal is to build your customer base right away. So maybe you want to do a giveaway or incentivize your people. Instead of giving away for orders, you may say, hey, the first 3 people who book another online party with me are going to get this, maybe a free Havana tank or something like that, okay? So I think that's a great way to get some activity going on your calendar right away, even while you're in your launch. Okay, 2 more things. Call to action. Call to action is the biggest thing that I do at the end of my parties. So I talked to you about the versatility of Zaya that I share on Fridays. I always tie into my call to action. If you do not tell your people how they can stay involved with our brand, they may not know. They may not know that they can shop with you anytime. They don't have to shop under a party. They may not know that they can host a party with you and earn free gear. They may not know that they can do this business with you. So you have to be able to share those things. I do that at the end of every party. I like to let people know how they can stay connected with me. So I like to funnel them into my VIP group. And I just like them to know that there are these other routes that we can, build their inventory on a budget or talk a little bit more about that business opportunity. So go ahead, think about that call to action when you're wrapping up your launch. And last but not least, you are going to want to follow up with the people who are in your party, the people who are in your launch, in your VIP group. Send them a quick note and just say, hey, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and check this out. I really appreciate your support. Were there a couple things that you saw that you loved? Let me know. I can help with any sizing or styling recommendations. Or if people are liking or commenting on things, shoot them a message if they haven't ordered and just say, oh, I saw that you were checking out this bomber bra. They're the best. You need one. What size are you? Let me see what colors we have available. So following up and really building that personal connection, I think, with people is important. That lays the groundwork so they know what to expect from you as their Zaya rep going forward. All right, so tomorrow we are going to talk about building momentum. So yesterday was all about committing. Today was all about getting into that first initial activity, and tomorrow we're going to talk about what to do next. That includes a lot of things in terms of transitioning your launch party into your VIP group, that following up, different ways of follow up, different ways to go out and start, getting more parties booked and things like that. So that will be tomorrow. If you have any other questions today, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm also going to put our quick start little form in the comments too for today. And then we'll be back tomorrow for day 3, our last day, all about building momentum. Okay? Have a great day, you guys.